start. Good evening, everybody. Mono red could be cool. Haven't drafted it yet. Making cranberry sauce. Cool. Yeah, thanks, Live. Yeah, that's payment for a coaching lesson. There's a Karn. I mean, Student of Warfare does work better in White Weenie decks than Karn, but I think I'm going to go with the Karn. I don't know how much more the Legacy Cube is for. At some point, they're going to switch over to Holiday Cube. That's probably mid to late December. If the Karn wasn't here, I think I would just take the Student, though. Well, Modern Masters might go along with it or something. Oracle over Mana Leak. I mean, Karn goes in a lot of different decks. Anything that's not just hyper aggro. But it does go better in some decks than others. So if you can have room for ramp, like Basalt Monolith type cards goes really well. And then, green ramp decks, quite good. Any control deck, pretty strong. But Oracle works pretty well with it for the whole ramp aspect. And other than that, I mean, Mana Leak's alright. Reach works well with Karn, but I don't think I would take that if Oracle wasn't here. Might take... Well, I was going to say take Mana Leak, but blue does tend to be overdrafted, so... I don't know. I mean, Abrupt Decay is pretty powerful, but it's a bit of a commitment, so I'm not sure what I would take. Gideon Jura, Phantasmal Image, Green Sun Zenith, Birds of Paradise. Really a powerful pack. Best cards are Gideon, Green Sun Zenith. I think Gideon's the best card. I mean, Bird's good too. I think Zenith is better. You can typically grab something like a Bird, and then also can be cast for like 9 to get a Woodfall Primus. I'm not really sure that Green Sun's better than Bird. I do like Birds. Just seems like way more flexible. I mean, worst case, it's like, okay, I'm one. I have to get my Mana Fixer or my ramp card on turn 2. Got Garrick over Master, I think. Also Kozilek. You can get Master with Green Sun, it's kind of nice. I mean, these are pretty close. I mean, the rampier we are, the better Garrick is going to be. Like, Garrick is a little harder to deal with, you know. You just kill a Master immediately, it's not a big deal. So I think Garrick. Both pretty powerful. I think Garrick's a little better. Wall of Roots. Primal Command. Rainforest. I think we'll take Wall of Roots. Really nice in ramp. Got Stomp Howler. Pretty easy. Eternal Witness over Slime. Green's definitely open. Hope I get a Raphellos. Ooh. I'm gonna take Hornet Queen. Just, what does this card do again? I mean, it doesn't seem great. It's definitely playable, but like the upside is not really there. The ultimate doesn't seem that great. No plans for Thanksgiving. I don't know, figure something out. My roommates are doing a little something, might join them for that. Don't really need to hate anything. I mean, Taxix could be okay. Ancient Grudge is okay too. Crater's Claws, I don't know, it's maybe okay. Now let's take Tactics. Ooh, think Vengevine. Abrupt Decay would be good too. If I know I'm going to be black, Abrupt Decay would be better. Vengevine's pretty good. I mean, using it as a naturalize is pretty weak compared to just playing a Stomp Howler. I mean, it leaves it with 1 loyalty. I mean, for 5 mana to. I mean, that's not good. Bonfire, Isochron Scepter, Scepter Tactics. Mishra's Factory might be okay. I mean, we're mono green at this point. Let's just take Factory. Maybe we end up mono green. Wow, Master came back and Lawless Troll. Well, green is open. Primal Command, sure. Deluge. Black seems a little open too. So, we are green. Well, this card seems fine. I don't know. Prime Speaker, probably not. It's good with Factory. This pack sucks. Just Obstinate Baloth, Coast. Stuff that'll be hard to cast. Cemetery. I mean, Baloth is always nice to have, at least for sideboard, and it usually makes the main deck. What's up, Prince? If people really had a preference, you could maybe take like Cemetery or Coast if you thought you were going to move into another color. Hope to table the Baloth, but I'm just going to take Baloth. Tree Speaker, sure. Probably tabling Plow Under. Maybe Predator, Temple. We need to get some more win conditions, I think. Got a few good ones already. So, Awakening Zone, Wall of Blossoms. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking Awakening Zone. Right now we're not doing like super ramp yet. I mean, it's decent. It's just like chumpers. Wall of Blossom's also decent. Wood Elves, Basilisk Collar, Tarmogoyf. I don't think I want Goyf. Regrowth. Probably tabling. I mean, I guess a lot of stuff's probably tabling from this pack. I mean, kind of think I want the Wood Elves. Yeah, Jake Carver was getting a lot of views today. I mean, who's really taking the Wood Elves, though? I just don't even think I want the Regrowth that much. Basilisk Collar works pretty well with Master, I guess. And Setestan Tactics. Kind of interesting. I really like Chameleon Colossus. This Recurring Nightmare. We've got E-Witness, Baloth, Stomp Howler, Queen, Vengevine. I don't know. I really like Colossus, though. Like, you could definitely take Recurring Nightmare and splash it into this deck. Song of the Dryad is also pretty good. But I really like Colossus. It's game over against some decks. And it's just such a big threat. Comes out really quickly. It's kind of like Wolfear's Silverheart. Scavenging Ooze, Metamorph, Pulse. I like Ooze also. keeps us on. I mean, yeah, Metamorph was good. Oh, just like taking green cards. Metamorph could be better. I think I like Ooze. Yeah, Farseek, it probably isn't great. Hall of Triumph is kind of weird. Oh, yeah, I didn't think that the Nykthos is kind of funny. Crazy goes to color get +1/+1. Pumpsy Awakening Zone. Like, is this valuable for a deck like this? Even if we're mono green, is that even something we want? Like, Farseek is going to be hard to use if we're just basically mono. You take like Bone Shredder. I just don't think like you want Anthem effects in a green deck really. I'm gonna take Bone Shredder. Wow, Liliana. Armageddon. Grizzly Salvage. I don't really know here. We could like just take Liliana or something. I think we want Geddon. Okay, the black green land got taken from this pack. Maybe we could take a black card. There's nothing forcing us to be super heavy green at this point. We don't have our fellas yet. We can take Command or we can take Coast. Well, let's take Coast. Alright, Plow Under, Temple, Trigun Predator. Maybe just Plow Under. Let's avoid making a decision. Llanowar Waste, I think, over Wayfinder. We got the Regrowth. Color's interesting. Song. So we got Dynamo, Wild Mongrel, Taiga. Mongrel's solid if we just want to be more aggressive. We can maybe play the Curse of Predation, but probably tables. I don't know. Might just take Dynamo. If we end up more like heavier ramp in this pack, and we saw so much green in the first pack that we could end up being like a pretty strong, just like super big ramp deck. That's not currently the Dynamo deck, but we do have two things that are good off of it. The land? Why would we want to play red? That's a problem, though. I don't really see why I would want to fit red into the deck. Rancor, Warhammer, Emrakul, Boonsatyr. Warhammer could be good. It's kind of a decent ramp card. We'll have like some creatures out. Decent chance we could table the Boon Satyr. I think Warhammer might just be better. I think I have enough creatures for it. What? Speaking of equipment, best card in the cube. Her deck just got a little bit better. Yep. GTA is the Fox News of broken Magic cards. Oh boy, Mirren Crusader. Could be a decent Tangle Wire deck. But do I really want to face a Crusader? I've got enough play. I don't need Tangle Wire. I just want to hate this. This beats my deck. I want to have fun today, you know? Breeding Pool, Gilded Lotus, Naturalize, a Johnny. I have no blue yet. Probably couldn't expect to get blue. Don't really need the Naturalize. Don't want Gilded Lotus. I mean, Dynamo is just superior, and it doesn't even seem that great here. I could take a Johnny. It's at least a strong card. I just don't know if I'm going to go for splashing it. I could take Breeding Pool. I don't know. I just don't think blues come in. Phantom Centaur, Duplicant, Tooth and Nail, Ancient Tomb. Well, Tooth and Nail doesn't get enough exciting stuff to warrant. Ancient Tomb looks quite good. I like Phantom Centaur a lot. It's two like fatty pro black creatures. It's pretty good with stuff like Warhammer. It's an FTK. Tomb seems very good though. I don't know. Duplicant. That's good too. Tomb seems really good. I mean, if I'm just like mono and I got all these 4-drops, that seems really good. Replacing a land slot. Grave Titan. Grave Titan, Catacombs, Call the Herd. We have one black-green land for fixing. So any value from Catacombs? Oracle a little bit. Yeah, okay, I'll take Herd. It's good with the equipment. Guess Revoker. What does Mutagenic Growth do in the cube? Such a pet card. Mongrel, I guess. Commune. Yeah, it's Mongrel. Good with GTA and all. Okay, we didn't get back the Boon Satyr. We got a Rancor, I guess. I don't know if we want that at this point. Strix is the best card. Maybe I hate it. It's less likely to get picked up this late, though. Like a Flame Slash, someone could just easily side in against me. Harbor. I don't think I want trap. Breeding pool. Cool. We got 3 fixers for blue and no blue cards. That's okay. Mono green. Yeah, thanks, Dragonheart. I had fun. Yeah, Learning Souls is in. At this point, we don't want the Dynamo. We got 2 lands, so we're at 27 spells. Want to keep a high creature count for the equipment. Probably Rancor can get cut. Oh, Cetacean Tactics, Rancor, maybe Regrowth. So, I mean, we have a little bit of ramp, but we're basically beat down. Awakening Zone, it does give us infinite. Well, it doesn't work with GT. It's not very good with Warhammer either. I can see cutting it. Like, the card has value, but I think we're pretty aggressive. And it's just a little slow and not super impactful in this deck. That's okay. I mean, Mongrel just, like, we just seem like we're attacking, so Mongrel seems fine. It could work with GTA if you get 1 counter on it. Yeah, Skull Clamp and Black-White tokens is quite the thing. I like this. Maybe Cetacean Tactics is good. Cursive Predation. I'm worried there's a little bit. No, I'm not cutting a 4. I'm not cutting Chameleon. It's really strong. It sort of seems win more. Forgot the text, yeah. Warhammer is pretty powerful. I mean, so we're tempo, we're a little bit rampy. I mean, yeah, Wood Elves is alright. I mean, Tactics, it's not necessarily, but it can kind of just be like 3 mana kill 2 target creatures. That's going to be pretty powerful. I've got plenty of good sized creatures in this deck. Yeah, I mean, yeah, right. It's sort of like Glorious Anthem, but Glorious Anthem is quite a bit better on defense. Vengevine is just kind of nice 4/3 haste for 4. I mean, this deck's pretty aggro. I think Primal Command's okay. It's really good in some matchups. It's probably fine. I don't think we need to run 16 lands. We actually don't have too many like mana elves, so I think 17's right. One of them being factory, so sometimes that gets killed. Forest 15. Let's go. Hey Wasabi. I don't know. I always run Stomp Howler main, and I don't think we have other artifact destruction or enchantment destruction, and we also have Green Sun Zenith if we want to grab it. So I think that's pretty important. Oh. No. People have them. Yeah, but Red Core is good. I think Warhammer is obviously a lot more impactful. GT much better, and you only have so much room for cards like that. So you want to keep your creature count high. I don't know about that Dragonheart. Like, people have enchantments and artifacts. You just play other stuff. You wait, and by the time you have to, like, oh, if I have a 4/4, otherwise I'm gonna die. Like, I guess I have to play this Stomp Howler. I, I I can't think of the last time I had to kill my own thing with Stomp Howler. Have not. I cannot think about that. Like, or cannot remember that. So it definitely does not happen that often. And okay, maybe I have to do it. I'm probably winning the next turn if I'm willing to do that. What I guess with the Song of the Dryad. So it's like 4 artifacts, enchantments. Not a big deal. Yeah, but there's no smokestack in this cube. They took it out. It's sad. Yeah, for sure. I used to love Rancor, and I don't know if it actually like did anything to deserve me not playing as much as I used to. I just kind of feel like creatures in general are bigger, and +2/+0 isn't as relevant, though maybe trample is. And also in this cube, like I guess I've kind of made a green like beats deck, but I don't think that it's that well supported compared to other archetypes. That's why I feel like Curse of Predation and Rancor are a bit out of place in this cube. They don't have stuff like Strangleroot Geist. Yeah, I mean, what else? I got really nice 5 drops. It can wear equipment. It's something that's cuttable, but it's pretty solid. Yeah, I agree, Calcer. I think that tactics is quite good here. No, I mean hammer gains life. That's very relevant. It gives the creature lifelink, and they can't like respond to it in response. You lose the Rancor. Like, yeah, I figure you didn't recognize the lifelink. Remember that Warhammer was one of the best uncommons ever. Thanks, Mike Leto. Like Warhammer was ridiculously powerful when it was an uncommon. And then they made it a rare, and it was like ridiculous rare in core set. Yeah, I don't really like that dragon because I think then you're going a little because I don't know. I think there's just going to be games where you need to play more defense, and you're going to be a bit handcuffed. So I prefer stuff that's a little more flexible than Curse and Rancor. Like having like one card like Rancor, I think is fine. But you don't want to have too many of them without your deck being like very one drop, two drop, three droppy. And we're rampy. The deck I think would be a little too diluted. But I would like to get tactics in. That seems cool. This song's kind of fun. I guess I should level up first. I don't know. Maybe he wants to bounce it, but whatever. He could like. It doesn't matter. All right, go play a Shackles. Play around Condemn. Meh. I don't know. I mean, nah. Yeah, Raise Alarm doesn't change anything. Yeah, Condemns kind of. Oh no, I agree, Falk. I don't think it's. I'm just saying it's easy to forget. Like Warhammer's actually like if it's going, it's really powerful. Where like sometimes it's easy to ignore that in Cube, where you're so focused on cards that are efficient and cheap. Tree Speaker's better than Lightning Bolt. I don't know. That's pretty awkward. Dang it. Well. Doesn't mean we can go Vengevine and then get it back with the Tree Speaker and something else. He has Shackles. Good. Tap out. No! Don't tap out for that. Better not have a counter spell, but I guess I have Witness if I have to. Yeah, I mean, if I remember Tumultuous, I'll try to do it more often. There's no graveyard right now. I mean, I think I take out the Shackles. Yeah, I take out the Shackles for sure. For a second there, I was just saying, well, you know, if I could get two big creatures, he doesn't have enough islands to Shackles them. But no, this is good. And if he attacks, we can trade and then get it back. So this is looking pretty good. Well, I do that proximity. I have a link to my YouTube page in my channel info. I do post these. It takes a lot of work, but they get up there eventually. Silly Jace. I mean, at least he pluses it, because Vengevine's taking it down. Yeah, and I agree too. That Shackles is just really scary. It's like temporary advantage compared to having Shackles. I wouldn't mess around. So don't really want a Wood Elves. So it's going to be Colossus or Master. I don't know if I'm ever going to be like pumping the Colossus like next turn. Shouldn't matter too much which one I play. Probably Master. I'll just hit the Jace. I mean, he trades his. I don't think he bounces because I think he'd rather brainstorm and at least force me to attack it. I mean, he can bounce, but I think yeah, I think the Wood Elves is a. No, I don't like that. I also like that we can, like, let's say he wraths here, we can play Wood Elves into Eternal Witness and get the Vengevine back and attack. So I think that's better. Where if we use the Wood Elves first, then we have just 4s and 3s stuck. I guess we could like Witness for something, but I wouldn't want to have to Witness for Tree Speaker to play it just to get the Vengevine back. This deck looks pretty good so far. Jace, Treachery, Shackles, Unexpectedly Absent, Scrubland. I'm legitimately scared. Oh, Terminus. Wow. Okay. So, just go Colossus. We could go Wood Elves and then Witness Stomp Howler. I mean, I might just play a big creature and protect his Jace. I think I just go for Colossus. Because it can get past a big creature. I could use Prowl Command, just like kill this Jace. I don't think that's correct here. To get Vengevine with the command. But I don't really like that. Or I mean, if I Vengevine I could, yeah. What's up, Schmitty? So he sure likes taking my creatures. Alright, Hornet Queen. Hornet Queen's probably our best bet. Yeah, our opponent's deck is just too powerful for us. Like we don't really have the tools to beat what he's doing. We need to get up to 7 mana first. I could also just like command his Jace away, but I don't know. Yeah, it was game one. We would hope this was game two, and I won the first. I guess I can just try to kill a Jace right now, and then I can witness back the command and then go for Hornet Queen. Or I could grab Hornet Queen, and gain 7. I will do that. I don't know, play around some. That doesn't really help me. Because I could keep the land for Mongrel, potentially. It does make sense. I mean, I'm gonna be playing land anyway. Well, if he's gonna look at the top card of my deck, he obviously has an answer to Hornet Queen. So otherwise, he would be brainstorming. But you can't win them all. I mean, he's leaving it black and white. I don't know. Does he have like Toxic Deluge? Let's play around Daze, I guess. It still has to be. Like, he has to have an answer. Like, just plussing Jace there rather than brainstorming. It's gotta be. Like, Toxic Deluge. Yeah, that's why he would dismember there. Then he deluges for 1. Oh no, he bounces a flyer? Well, okay. I guess I do have a shot. Man, in that case, I definitely have a shot. Let's get back Hornet Queen. Yeah, just take it. Life tilt isn't too important. Like, it might become important like next turn if I send all the insects at Jace. Okay, fetters 1. Yeah, wall roots. It's not bad. So we attack both insects at... Yeah, I think we gotta attack both at Jace. Now I feel like I really wish I had blocked with the Wood Elves. Yeah, I was thinking he might actually want to block with the Geist there. I'm pretty happy about that. My Wild Mongrel actually put some pressure on him. Though I guess the Chameleon is getting held back by my Wall Roots anyway. So he'll just leave it back. I mean, for that reason, I could just hold the Wall Roots for Mongrel. I don't know, let's play it anyway. Oh, now he brainstorms. No, Deathless doesn't kill Planeswalkers. You know, this Forbidden Alchemy you can flash back. That's weird. Ooh. That should be better than playing Hornet Queen. Yeah, it's better than playing Hornet Queen. Question is, what do I put it on? I could put it on the Insect, attack Jace, it dies for sure. I could, like, do some other stuff. I think just Insect. Like, I'd make it all attack or something, but... Attack and Jace. Disenchant. Okay. Guess Hornet Queen was better. Now, I could have made a bigger attack at Jace in case something happened to the 1-1. Like, I could throw away my mongrel to finish off Jace. Might be worth it. Probably is. This is game one. I don't know what he has. So, this is the turn. Because if he has like another answer for the insect, then I would want to sacrifice my mongrel. But if he doesn't, then I just want to send the insect. I'm going to send the insect. I guess if he has a Wrath, he could just block with Sower and then Wrath. Oh, that's awkward. Not gonna Hornet Queen then. Yeah. Sphinx is... Oh, no, he's Forbidden Alchemy. Oh, he does have Cyclone Rift, wow. Okay. He looks at my top card. I mean, maybe he wants to get it up so he can start bouncing stuff. Sun Titan. Let's get back. Shackles. Oh, this game's gonna be real fun. I can witness. Crap. He can keep getting back Shackles. Can get back Primal Command. I'm into Wood Elves. I'm thinking maybe Witness could be getting back Loxodon Warhammer. And what else does he have in his graveyard? Okay, nothing really. I still have a Karn. I mean, I'm not really sure he wants to just have his Shackles tapped. Well, I don't know. I don't like playing games where we both end up with like 0 minutes because I get sore. Jesus, get out of here already. What's up, Wally? Alright, I think I just block with an insect token. Hey! There we go. I think I go for the Warhammer. 7, 8. Yes, I have exactly enough. Doesn't mean this does at this point mean I can't like problem command back my graveyard, but so because of Death Touch, can go after Jace. I can keep one back. Actually, I'm okay with him trading this off, so I'm gonna send everything at Jace. Like just in case if he has like another disenchant or something. Then I can play Revoker on the Shackles. So in that sense, I'm okay because he could leave his Shackles tapped. Okay, he doesn't block. All right. I mean, I guess I don't have to play Revoker if. Well, I guess he could untap and then kind of hurt me there. So, well, gosh, if he has a Wrath effect, and now I don't have Revoker for his Shackles, that could really suck. I guess I could go pre-combat Revoker. He'd have to use the Shackles, and then I'd move the Warhammer or something else. So that's fine. So I'm going to go with Mongrel. No, I don't have Regrowth. Then the sideboard. He still has his Forbidden Alchemy. Oh boy. It's Martial Coup. And treat for 4. Okay. I mean, my best bet might be Colossus Warhammer. Ooh, I could go Plow Under Colossus. Let's start by attacking with the Warhammer. Alright, here we go. We are now all in. And he has 2 lands on his deck. So if he needs to already have an answer for Colossus Warhammer. So he might have it. Oh, I guess he does have Forbidden Alchemy, but he might just be dead, like, immediately. This is a lot of damage. We have 10, 11, so we can actually go, like, real big. 2 insects. Come on. Zenith. What does Zenith get? Vengevine. Scavenging Ooze. Let's go big. That's what I'm looking for. Yep, sorry about that, Wally. This is 7 damage. 10 plus another 7. So if he okay, blocks like that. Let's pump once. Got there. Somehow got there. Destroyed Moto at the same time. Woo! He's got Psychotog. I mean, yeah, if the opponent like played that correctly, definitely couldn't have won. Boy, but work hard. I mean, that felt so unwinnable for a while. So he's got Entreat, Jace, Cyclonic Rift, Sower, Fetters, Dungeon Geist, Disenchant, Dismember, Terminus, Treachery, Unexpectedly Absent, Shackles. So any Artifact Enchantment Destruction I can get in. I don't think I have any more. Nah, we don't have Nykthos. We passed one. Curse could be good. Doesn't help. I guess not. Okay, so Tactics can deal with his Sower. I think I need that. Song of the Dryads. I guess it's okay. That was game 1. I don't need Obstinate Baloth. Regrowth may be good. Johnny's pretty good, but don't have white fixing. Yeah, I mean, it sort of answers those cards. Opponent does have that Disenchant, but they have a lot of good things to Disenchant. Just kind of makes me want the Regrowth. I don't think Awakening Zone really does anything. Oh, wait, I'm at 40? Oh, because yeah, Regrowth. Like having the creatures, yeah, like everything. Guess no Regrowth. Maybe Mongrel out. Zagana is fine. But we don't have many pumps. we've got 2 equipments, which we have plenty of creatures for, and I don't know. On the draw, goes to 6. Yeah, it's key for sure. With 1 land, I get to level up and cast a 2-drop, and then go from there. Probably start with Mongrel. Okay. Let's go wall into Tree Speaker. Maybe another day, Parasite. Not today. We don't have any elves. So I'll go for Call the Herd. Immediately gets the most damage in. Yeah, that's true, Butch. Dismember. Okay, land's good. Flashback call. Or we could go for both of these. Mongol plus Ooze is kind of cool. I can pump them both up past something. Let's do that. You could have Terminus, I'm not super worried about that. Could have Sun Titan. Treachery, but nothing great to Treachery yet. Cool. Garrett could be really good. He can't attack in the air with Dungeon Guys. Still seems really good. Can't think of anything that really hurts me for going Garrick here. Unexpectedly absent for 4. Okay. Well, I mean, it completely depends, Broke Wizard, on the card that you're playing out on cutting for it. We could use, like, not this turn, but, well, I think we got this one. He got one card in his hand, so we can just Primal Command, put a land on top. Let's get Vengevine. So if he does have Wrath, I mean, he'd have to be holding it already. Which he could, but then I Vengevine him next turn. So that's actually the correct card to get. Because I think Terminus, if he for some reason was just holding another turn, is probably his one out. I mean, turn 3 Avenger is like, yeah, it's good, but it's not as good for a 7-drop on turn 3 compared to, you know, Avenger on turn 7. Yay! And no break. Cool. Alright, beer back. You must be new here, Parasite. I don't double queue. I've got a bad back, so I got to take advantage of any break I can get. That's why I'm disappointed that rounds keep going to time. So I need time to stretch. Alright. Round 2. Sure. Turn 3 Master, wish me luck. Let's hope that that wins the game. Haha, cool. Well, welcome, Parasite. Yep. We are all in. You can dance if you want to. No, well, this is the indie rock playlist. This is what I always play. But this is the most recent indie rock playlist from this month, and I played this last stream. I played some of it, but so this is all like really new music. Chalice for 2. Uh-oh. I feel like my master is not going to be good enough to handle what he's about to cast next. Uh-oh. He's doing something fast. That's the worst. FTK? Fast taps are just... Okay, Bloodbraid. What'd you get? Progenitus. Gorehouse Channeler. I'll take it. I will take that. So, I mean, he's definitely natural ordering. Maybe Eureka. Block with wall. Firebolt. Sure. I didn't want that anyway. Oh, I did want it. Wow, that would have been a good plow under. Damn. That would have been a great turn to plow under. Yeah, I could have something like Boon Satyr, but I think I still just pass. Because otherwise, I'm going to have to take some damage. You know, excuse me, if I do wait a turn, but I guess, I mean, he's going to be attacking, like, probably just need to use the wolf. Oh shit, he has it. Okay. Well. Okay. Like, you could have gone for it last turn, so he just drew it. If I had plow under, I'd probably win. So am I just dead? Okay. Tactics could be good. Let's go again. I've watched the first bit of Gurren Lagann. I watched the Utena movie, but never the show. Well, it's basically game. On to the next draft. I'm just gonna go to 4. It has a G10 to land, but I have to like draw lands, draw creatures, then maybe get there. Might be better than go to 4, but I'll try it. And it's fun. You know, 17 lands in a mono green deck. Well, I might stream tomorrow. I'm gonna do Vintage Masters draft after this. I'm done. Alright, we'll draft Vintage Masters. Haven't done that in a while. But I'll do a little break in between. Oh, crap. Haha, yeah. I'm pretty good at Vintage Masters. It'll be fun to give winning a chance again. I mean, I've been doing pretty well with the cube. And lately in cons. But I want to dominate again. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the cube's going to be really tough. I haven't tried them out. It's possible it's just filled with a bunch of ringers. Who knows? Could probably handle it. Yeah, well, I do all limited here. Excuse me. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, signals are pretty important. Oh, thanks, Ronlor. Yeah, Marshall said I'm a lock to be back on limited resources. I'm hoping to do the next set review for Fate Reforged. And then, we'll see beyond that. Yeah, I was on Elantris' stream yesterday. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool, Neo. Then I should be doing more VMA. That sounds pretty good, hipster. So I've got 30 QPs. I'm thinking about entering some prelims tomorrow and Friday. I don't know. I shouldn't, but they're like free sealed tournaments, and then there's the mocks on Saturday, which I also shouldn't play, but anyway, so I'm thinking about doing that, so I might be streaming those the next couple days. On the other hand, I want to be taking it easy because Athena's coming in a week, and I don't want to be a sore wreck for that. I guess, Butch, but sometimes you gotta play for like 6 hours and then they crash, and that's not fun. What do people want to see me draft? You do some mono red goblins, some mono white battle screech, some any white battle screech. Oh, I didn't know that, Nile. I guess they are. I didn't know. Well, no, I mean they have. I think you can win a foil Force of Will if you win 6 rounds. I didn't know that they were a Phantom though. That's lame. Oh yeah, Storm. I've never drafted Storm. Yeah. Obviously, Dragon. I'm gonna draft the most competitive deck. Yeah, red, white, slide, trenches, aggro, token, rites of initiation. Probably something with rites of initiation in it. I imagine people still let that card table. I should save my deck for walking around town. I'm not following. Foil City in a bottle? Meh. I can't. It's lame that the purging. Oh, my back, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Vintage Masters is going to be in the World Championships. Alright, later, Aerith. Reanimator. Not really an archetype in this cube. Or in this Vintage Masters format. I mean, you can do it, but not very good. I do like kind of like grindy black-green decks with Death Reap Ritual. That's a pretty sweet card. If I opened a Spirit Monger, I might try that. No, I haven't drafted Storm in VMA, though I've been on other people's streams like Jay Moore's, um, and I've like drafted with him while he was drafting Storm. So, and I've played against it a good amount. I just don't think it's ever worth going into. I mean, like there are situations where it's going to be correct to draft Storm, but I just don't find myself falling into those situations because I avoid it. So it's just not really going to happen for me. I don't like spending early picks on cards that could just be completely dead and I have to move into some other deck. I mean, I guess I do if it involves like trying to find the right color, but for something as specific as Storm, like I could still be blue-black and not be able to play the High Tide and Tendrils that I picked up. Yeah, I mean, Miss Moon Griffin, sure. But there's like that like black-green Reanimator, Symbiotic Worm, Penumbra Worm. I don't really like that. Oh, they're not firing as often as they used to. Man, I don't know. I'm like Tyrant's Choice is fine. I just I was watching um why am I blanking on names? Akasha, Ryu Seiju. Um like he took that card really high. Would like just like first pick it and go into like an aggressive black deck. I was just like, no, not my style. Some classic rock, that'd be cool. Nah, this music's too good. Turn off. What's up, Jake? Well, gives me a little more break to do a little stretching. I don't hate a good weight every once in a while. Oh, Dream Crusher. Nah, we're gonna finish Masters Draft. Cube. I don't know, the games have been taking so long. Like I thought Cons was bad, but I mean, I guess Cube is always that way. But still, like it's a little rough. Vintage Masters has a lot quicker games, if I remember correctly. Well, one thing I would ask about the Vintage Masters draft at Worlds is, how did they choose the cards to go into packs? Like, did they use some kind of randomization to simulate real packs? Because what I was thinking is like, well, what if just in the completely unreal situation that every single pack had a Black Lotus? Like, what would they do? They just like redo the randomization. They'd be like, nope, we're not gonna collect 3 Black Lotuses for every player. Would they like proxy things then, or just like, nope, let's redo it? Haven't you ever heard of the Emancipation Proclamation? I don't listen to hip hop. Wait, I mean, are they playing online? But they no, they generate them online and then they put them together in real life. So I'm just saying, like, there's a 1 in a zillion chance that they end up opening up more Black Lotuses than they can come up with, and they'd have to come up with some answer. And yeah, what if they are rough on the cards? That's kind of nuts. That's kind of absurd. Hey, what's up, James? Here we go. What do we got? Mana Drain. That's cool. It's a good card. It's probably worth a little bit. I mean, the prices have crashed so much. I don't even know anymore. Surpassing Expunge, Chain Lightning, a couple okay green cards. There's a turnabout. I mean, Mana Drain is a decent Storm card, so I don't know. I'll keep that in mind. Rorix, Carex Torch. Wow. Huh. Torch could be cool with Drain, sorta. I mean, Torch is splashable. Like, if you're very heavy red, I think Rorix is better. But you probably just take Torch, right? I don't like red blue like burn, counter burn, but 676, that's cool. See, I haven't even like drafted red blue really, other than like goblins. So I can't guarantee success with this draft from this point. And I'm also gonna be like fighting over red potentially. It's not a good start. Goblin Goon. I don't know. Goblins works for me. Like, Goon is not the one you want to start with, but what else can I take? Like Ritual Storm, no. Yeah, let's take Goon. Let's see if we can get into Goblins. Got Gush, Guy's Embrace, Deep Analysis, Radiance Judgment. It's not looking great. I mean, Deep Analysis is pretty good. But, like, I kind of want to just be Goblins so I don't have to worry about all this. Maybe Analysis. I don't think Gush is that great. Just, like, unlimited. Like, it draws 2 cards. Analysis draws 4 cards. Damn. Not looking good. I can take a Repel. I could take, like, Dothy Mercenary. Prism's okay. This is tough. I mean, something bad is happening, I know that. Moving on fires? What? I'm not even red, like... I'm just gonna dump my draft for fires? That's ridiculous. Emissary's good, but I don't think white's open. I'm gonna take Mercenary. Him over Edict? I mean, we're probably gonna splash the Carebex Torch. So maybe I just take Edict. Just that it's like less color intensive. I'll take Edict. Death Grasp. I'll take Death Grasp. We could do something interesting. It's that or Aven or Repel, which they're pretty replaceable. Sarcomancy, Deathblade Elite, Renewed Faith, Barrenmore. Not a big Sarcomancy fan. It's Barrenmore. I mean, I could move in on, like, super aggro black. But... the Finehorn Elves came around, but I really haven't seen green. And I don't want to move into green either. I mean, Krovikan Sorcerer is playable. Famine, that's good. Kenai Aven, I think. Blue-black. Red is, like, clearly not the place to be. And we did pass Aurorix. And I guess Fires. I don't know if that's necessarily going to put someone in red, but... guess Paralyze over second Sorcerer. Okay, Jin came around. Well, we found black. That's the place to be. I was just going to say, something like the Mana Prism would be good, and actually came back. So, okay, so we could be like 4-color control, we could be 3-color control, probably 4. Prism's not the greatest card with X spells, but we got Khazardrix, Mongrel, Let's take Keswick. Not a good first pack. Yeah, I've got a. There's this download on Brainstorm Brewery where you can get the old images for cards for Cube and Finish Masters. Foil Baleful Strix. Sure. We're blue-black. Animate Dead. Just for value. We have a sorcerer to discard stuff. Also Bad River. Blah blah blah. Could have been Storm. Get over yourselves. So we got Aquamoeba or Frantic Search. Probably Amoeba. Mongrels going around. I mean, I don't love having two prisms. We can take Amoeba. We could take Exile if we just want to splash Grasp and Exile, maybe over Torch. Arrogant Worm. We'll take Counterspell. Well, you used to be able to change your playmat, but you can't do that with the new client. Ugh, I don't know if I really want Caldera Lake here. I mean, I like Uprising. It's pretty nice with Strix. I don't really want a bunch of Aquamoebas, so let's take Uprising. Bouncer, nice. So deck's still not great. And maybe I can pick up some, like a Psychotog, some good win condition. I'm gonna run any of these. I'm running Gamble. I just hate Elder. Repel Aven. I think Repel's a better card. Must be a pretty temporary picnic if it is one. Oh, nice. Bad River came back. I guess Symbiotic Worm, maybe we'd go for it. Options there if we need it. My stream's working fine. Null Rod. Let's take swords for the splash. Bad pack. Probably just want to lose the red now. I don't like Gush. I mean, Squadron can be a win condition. Brainstorm. It's also decent with Animate Dead. I'll take Squadron. Psychotog. That's what I was looking for. Get in my deck. Mana War, sure. Alright, so if you're back, we did get a Psychotog, Mana War, some not great packs like we opened and got passed with Thopter Squadron and Sword Splashers. But getting the Psychotog helps a bit. Quite a bit. No, right. What could have been? Let's take an Edict. Probably Buzzard. Seems good here. Don't have that many 1 toughness guys. I mean, I got some, but I think the card is generally underrated. And yeah, such a good sideboard option at least. Alright, Plea for Power is fine. Helps out with the Psychotog plan. Probably don't want the Paralyze. So we have 2 Edicts, and I'm pretty slow. Yeah, I mean, near the end of drafting the format, I started liking just running Buzzard, kind of no matter what, just because it is so good in certain situations. So just having the option, and you know, if it's not gonna be great for you, you can generally just trade it off for something. We got Scrivener. Scrivener seems great. We have Mana Drain, Swords, Exile, Counterspell, maybe Repel. Zealot would be okay. Killer Whale. Deck is complete. Take a Brainstorm. Way too many playables. May or may not need the Aquamoeba. Sorcerers, whatever. Maybe Buzzard gets cut. Another Killer Whale. That could change things. Repel get out. That could be okay. Or a Seal maybe for... because I can actually splash the Seal. Okay, I'm actually reasonably happy with the deck. It started off pretty awful. But I've been pleasantly surprised with how decks that just have a Psychotog and there's a bunch of random controlling stuff tend to do. guess Buzzard. Maybe just Mercenary Cut. Oops. Prism's pretty good if we have all these 5s. I mean, I could cut a 5, but I kind of like having like all this fat. Sorcerer's pretty good with Psychotog. It's okay with Animate Dead. Brainstorm's always cuttable. I think I want 18 lands. So what's the last cut? It is possible that Urborg Uprising is maybe overkill. I don't know. So I like that a lot. Or maybe just the Animate Dead gone, but we've got a lot of ways to kill our opponent's stuff, so we can get their guy back. It doesn't get it with swords or exile, but edicts, the counter spells. I have, I think, over 100 foil killer whales. Thanks, everybody. For more instants. I mean, exile is an instant. Uprising is pretty nice with Strix as well. With Mana War. Like, really late game Uprising could be very good. I mean, like, I generally just love playing one of the card. I'm wondering if like my deck has enough going on late game that I'm just gonna get it's like gonna be a little too clunky. Yeah, I mean, I normally cut Krovikin. I don't think it's that powerful. Seems good here. Does get the Psychotog going and just kind of make sure I get through my deck to my removal. Like the edicts, just kind of digging through my deck seems good. And I like Prism because I've got uses. I mean, first of all, just 3 to 5 is a really nice play. And then I have the 2 edicts, the Death Grasp. Like, I've got use for it later in the game. And then plus it fixes. And I don't have very good fixing. I guess Sorcerer. Now, I'll cut the Uprising. I'm okay with that. I think I have enough card advantage. I think I have enough win conditions. This is 3 white. 1, 2, 3. I mean, 3 white's okay. 5, 6, 7 black. Maybe 1, 8. This is 8, 9. Nah, I need 9. This is probably okay. Could go like 1 less white, but then that's like using the prism. That's 3 sources. Add like a little bit more. I think the cards Swords and Exile, like if I can get to the white, it can slow the game down so I can get my other colors online. The art is right. I've got the original arts. No, I mean, I got it from Brainstorm Brewery. It's not that hard to figure out. Yeah, I just got all this time on my hands. It's great for my back to be drawing magic cards in my free time. Ooh, I like. High tide. Alright. And turn Brainstorm. I found it on Brainstorm Brewery. Like, if you Google, I don't know, original arts Magic Online, it doesn't take that long to figure it out. So there are differences with how you change the art. Mirror. I would totally mana drain something here. 3, we get 6 mana. I'm good to play Squadron and like make a token. Boy. I can Swords if you play something really good, so I'm just gonna go for Prism. See Storm? I mean, someone took the turnabout, so and there's the mindset. He could very easily be Storm. Okay. So we can Swords that, hold up Mana Drain. I don't love just throwing Thopter out. I could eat an Edict of some type. What's up, Eric? I think you'd get antsy and cast something at some point. So let's go Deep Analysis. Temporal Fissures. I don't even consider that. Yeah, I mean, even a Storm deck would play Tog. Sorry. Let's keep pulling up the mana drain. I mean, you could, make a bunch of tokens, animate dead it, get a board presence. Edicts. I mean, I'll let that happen, but it's tempting to counter. You can only use this sorcery, by the way. Let's start with Strix. Alright, we've got a board presence. Bunch of useless edicts. Yawgmoth's Bargain. No. Let's see what we can do. We get to deep analysis first, which will help. I mean, Island helps a little bit, but we want to draw more gas. Scrivener. That's a good draw. Oops. I know one-hand opponent could get frustrated. Let's see. I mean, or yeah, I mean, he felt he had to go for it, or like maybe he has a good follow-up play or something. I mean, the other thing is that the longer he waits to play Bargain, the worse it gets because his life gets slower. So, like, and on a certain hand, it's like he might as well just go for it now. Well, that's got to be game. I mean, maybe he just goes off and then, like, Minus Desires or something. If he goes for Edict, like, I think I can go for Killer Whale here. On one hand, you could be like, well, it's more safe to leave it multiple counters. But this way, I might just let him Edict me and, like, reduce his clock. And then it'll be like next turn I have to play Killer Whale to keep the clock up. Like, this turn should be the safest. And I guess maybe like he goes for Edict, I just use the counter on it. I just leave up 2 counters, but I don't want to waste a counter. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Unfortunately, he does know that I have mana drain, so, but yeah, so he gets to just eat, might as well be a flyer, I think. I don't think he's going to have defense, so I think just 2 extra damage is better. Yes. No reason not to play Tog. Yeah, the Scriven art's pretty gross. Alright, so opponent was, some blue-black control deck, right? So we're facing Storm. We haven't seen his kill condition. So we probably want to get very aggressive. Addle is nice. Stuff like Mercenary. I wouldn't go as far as Tyrant's Choice, but Amoeba's okay. Kina even is okay. We want to get rid of stuff like Sorcerer. Think we get rid of Mana War. It's got minor value here and there, but probably cuttable. At least like exile. Let's keep swords. Like keep 1 edict. Famine, pretty terrible. Brainstorm seems okay. I don't want to go too deep. Now, he does have a Psychotog, and maybe as a sideboard thing, but I mean, I like having at least some ways to deal with stuff. Like, Bouncer is obviously not great, but there's a little bit of value. I could maybe bounce my Scrivener. Or Baleful Strix, I guess. A little weird, but it could happen. I mean, like, you could go for, like, Spinal Graft, Tyrant's Choice. Cut Kez. That's interesting. I don't know if he's killing with tendrils or not. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess Sorcerer should stay in. I just didn't know if he's brain freezing or tendrilsing. I guess we have to wait to know for sure. I guess Edict can go. We'll put an Aquamoeba over Aven. Let's cut it plains. Game will go longer. Yeah, 1 more island. Nah, keep. Let's go for Jhin. I'll wait a little bit on the Addle. So we can go Amoeba, then next turn Prism into Addle. We go Prism into Squadron. mean, here's an edict. You might have another edict. Probably want to use Adolf for black, though. I don't know. I guess he didn't have too many black cards, but getting something like Bargain would be pretty nice. That's the only card that is that important we've seen so far. Well, maybe going for Squadron's okay, and then we go for Adol for black. I guess the only other thing is that when we Adol, we get to see what he has, so we can maybe play around it. I'm gonna go for Meba. Well, I would say he's much more likely to have a blue card, by far. I'm just thinking, if I can disrupt him, perhaps black is what I'd want to take. Mercenary. Oh, what's up, Penguin? So I can just go Mercenary. I can go for the Adol here. Let's go for Mercenary. And the next turn, I think I'm going to go for the Adol for black. I could also hit a Tendrils, which might be his one win condition. I mean, think about it. I mean, already I know he has Bargain, so I mean that's certainly a reason to play black. But he has to have reasons why he's playing multiple swamps. I mean, he could have one Bargain, but you kind of feel like he's got. I mean, he has an Edict, he has a Psychotog, I guess. Could be leveling myself. Might be just correct to go for blue because it's more likely. But I just think the cards I get that are blue aren't as important. The blue cards, and maybe he has Mind's Desire. I mean, we did pass one. Decent chance he would get it if he has it. If he has Turnabout, he can drop Bargain this turn. Oh, wow. Drain. Nice. Now we don't necessarily need to go for black if we can leave up Drain. Maybe attack first. Probably. Maybe he has something he's thinking about casting, and he might just take the damage and save it. But otherwise, he would want to use it before Adol. I'm gonna go in black. He just hasn't done anything. Makes me feel like it's more likely he has Bargain. I mean, I have the mana drain though, so. Another thing is that Frantic Search. Yeah, okay. Definitely not right to mana drain that. I mean, it's not like he's like, oh, I'll just discard all my colored spells. Ha, He'll still have stuff. He's not just going to throw his Bargain away. I mean, this might make it more likely that I actually hit Bargain. In fact, perhaps he shouldn't be Frantic Searching here. Oh, wouldn't it be sick? Wouldn't it be really sick if... I mean, this would be such a rare circumstance for it to even be able to happen, and he's not doing it. If he was discard 2 black cards because he has his Bargain, and he's trying to convince me that he's just dumping black just so I could miss. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, Brainstorm. Ah, sure. I mean, with Brainstorm, I think I gotta go blue. Because if he does have Bargain, he's obviously protecting it. Dark Ritual, Dark Ritual. Well, you know, alright, I mean, I'm just passing. I don't want to mess around, but you, like maybe the last card he had was Bargain, but you'd think with Ritual, say he already had Bargain, he would have played it earlier. So like maybe he just brainstormed directly into Bargain, but otherwise I'm not very scared. I feel like I most likely wouldn't have to use Drain that turn. So we can pump once, we could cycle. And if we did just discard card every turn, we could deal 6 a turn. I think we want the Baron more in play, just to keep pumping the Mercenary. He's also, he's got the Chanter's Edict in the yard. So I guess the Amoeba's gonna die. So I'll play this, I think I'll just pump Mercenary. Prism could be right. I mean, I might be able to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess it's better to play Prism. There's no Force Spike. I think I can do this, right? Might as well be tricky, right? Turnabout? No, Edict, okay. Aquamoeba. Killer Whale Squadron. No more Edict to worry about. He does have Expunge. He already cycled 1. Oh, I gotta leave 2 blue up, so I have to go for Squadron. Alright, he's dead next turn. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can still go for a Whale and still leave up Drain. I can also just go for max damage in case if he somehow gets a Bargain in play. Honestly, Galactus, I feel like at a certain level, it's probably better to just leave up the double blue anyway. Like, your opponent, I don't know. I feel like if I were on the other side and I see that, okay, it could be a mistake, but I feel like, if the guy's able to do it and, like, pretend that we can't do it, pop counter off Quadrant, rather than leave up Mana Drain, doesn't seem like a great idea. And no breaks. That was not a long match. Oh, no one... Everyone went 2-0. At least this is going faster. Seems good. We'll just leave the Bad River in play for a few turns, see if we draw Island or Swamp. It really shouldn't matter. I mean, first of all, I'm going to go for an Island, so by the time I end up getting a double black spell, I'll probably have black anyway, and then, maybe being able to thin a little bit earlier would have been nice. That's all pretty minor. Could be Slide. It's never fun to face Slide. Yep. Looks like that's what it is. Bunch of edicts. Bunch of dicks. Playing Tog's okay. I can protect it from burn pretty easily. Let's get the clock on. Yay, Lightning Rift. Fun. That's great. Like, he doesn't even have to pay the mana. Like, he can just target Tog, and I have to remove a card, otherwise he can kill Tog, and it doesn't work out in my favor. I didn't pick up the Seal of Cleansing, I could have. Phantom Nomad, alright. Something to hit with the Edict. Animate Dead, that's cool. I can go for Killer Whale. Or I could go Edict and Deep Analysis probably. So I could also play Sorcerer, but it's pretty much just getting killed. There's a little bit of value there, but not much. So I guess I just start with Deep Analysis. Yeah, Strix is okay. So I guess Plains Edict. I don't have the double black after this point. That's not... My opponent... That's not correct. I mean... Like, he's just going to take an extra damage from doing that. So, I mean, we can discard a card. We could discard, like, Killer Whale to Animate Dead it. I don't like that too much. We could just remove the Chainer's Edict. I think I'm actually cool with that. Like, between the other Edict and Swords, should be able to kill his creatures pretty well. And like, if I have to discard a card, I think it's better than half of the Edict. I don't even have the double black yet. Yeah. Though I will say, actually, my opponent, it might be correct for my opponent to do that simply because maybe he does, like, I don't know how Riff works. and I just like wait for it to resolve, that's a good enough chance that he should probably at minimum just target the Psychic Attack the first time. But he's preventing damage to himself every time he does that. He prevents one. But what was interesting there is like he waited. It was like mid combat that he went to kill it. That's probably not cool. Let's pitch Sorcerer. I think Island. I can get that back. One, then maybe the Edict. Though if I discard the Sword, Sword is pretty good. I also lose the Edict. Hazard Rix. It gives me a lot of green mana, but still just attacks for 3, so probably better to just play Killer Whale. Probably gonna Swords that. Mana War. Could take the Aberration. I wonder if I should do that or go for Strix. Let's go for the Aberration. Let's keep the clock up. I mean, is Psychotog really good against Rift? Is it? I mean, isn't Rift really good against Psychotog? I mean, like, I'm losing cards, and he's simply just cycling through his deck. He doesn't even have to pay the mana to get me to have to activate it. I mean, like, I mean, compared to how most cards deal with Rift, yeah, it's pretty good. I'd say that. But, like, as far as which one wins, I mean, the Rift seems to be winning. I mean, right now I'm winning, but just in general, like, he's getting better advantage off his Rift than I am off the Tog, or at least should be the case. Let's go for Baleful Strix. Counter, please. Exile. So, could get kind of hurt here. go Mana War on Baleful Strix. I mean, I guess he could like Rift it in response. It's still okay, though. Mana War could have some value against what he plays. I can't yet deal with any of his creatures. I'll just pass. Tusker's pretty good with Rift. I'll discard a card. If I draw a Swamp, I can use Aberration to cast the Edict. So I'd rather discard a card than remove Edict. Targets it again. Well, you can only use it once, so... I mean, here I just exile the Swords and the Island. And see, he only has 1 mana up, so he can't actually activate both of the Rift triggers, which means I only have to remove 1 more card. If he had another mana, then I'd have to remove more. But instead, yeah, he just doesn't do anything. So, I mean, yeah, I just had to discard 1 card and remove 2 from the yard. Not super painful. Swamp. It's always scary to randomly see another color mana. Slide. Right. Well then. Wish I had that Seal of Cleansing. I could have taken it over something not that exciting. Well, this is pretty sick. So he cycles Blast. He draws a card. I have to remove a card. I have to discard a card. He gets his 4/5 back, and he kills my Baleful Strix. Like, yeah, this is fair. Very fair. The opponent's almost dead, so could be alright. Prism. Do I want Prism in play or in my hand to discard? Another thing is, I mean, if I do bounce this, he could cycle it, but he probably won't have a forest, but, I mean, can ping and all. Probably just Mana War, not play Prism. Like, I could get Kesrix out with Prism, but I'd rather just have cards in, I think, for the Tog. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. He could have another cycler here. It'd almost be interesting if I would actually just like discard a little bit here, just to. Probably not worth it. So I can get him like, say to 6, then I just need 2 hits from the whale, where he might be able to mess with the Tog from this point on. That could definitely have been right. Yeah, like he could still have a cycle to like exile it, but yeah, I think. Oh wait, 9 as in the max. Yeah, that's probably right. Or at least like, put him to 6 minimum. Fuck me. I guess I can Deathgrass him to the face for the win, but that's pretty much a game. I don't think I can win. Yeah, I can't win. It's like the Deathgrass, but I don't think I'm gonna get there in time. Alright. Oh, what the you couldn't tell me. I didn't just reel my hand there. Addle. Can't handle this. It's like I can go for this super aggro plan, but like his deck is good against that as well. It's just it might have like a better chance of winning with that than going long game. What about like these guys? Do you have ways to deal with them? I have an animate dead. I could try that. I don't like doing stuff like that just for one card, though. I don't know, Edict for Ascari. It's hard. I mean, they don't have bad draws because all their cards cycle. Like they'll find their card. I mean, sure, if I'm better off if it takes a little time for him to find Rift or Slide, but I mean that's about it. He could not have either, and when he has it, I am. This is like tilting. I try not to tilt at Magic, but this is like, ugh. They don't have bad draws. It doesn't work that way. Torch is okay, I guess. YOLO. Not gonna work, but like he'll just kill us faster. But what can I do? Hmm. Okay. I guess I just attack he blocks. It's okay. No? Okay. Counter. Oh. It's a beating. Guess I edict. I am done. Good game. Cool. Alright. I was not enjoying that experience. But, yep. Alright. Good night, everybody. Might be back tomorrow night to do the cons. It's like a Mox prelims. It's going to be like concealed, basically. So, yep. Thanks for watching. See you next time.